Hey all you dudes and dudettes, my name's Dan and this is the only show in crypto that brings you all the news no one asked about. Now, we can't give out financial advice, but we can tell you what seems legit. Who's ready for meme coin season? The kitty cats on Solana are. They're becoming the Doges and Flokies of the only blockchain that's really in the green on all these recent red days in the market. Rocket Cat, well, I can only imagine what's going on there, shot up 6,000%. Helen, I'm taking the cat for a walk. Come here, you. Popcat. That goofy looking thing shot up over 3,000%. Choo Choo, the real life sister of everybody's favorite dog with hat coin, she shot up over 500%. And when the cute little kitty cat that was launched by Solana's biggest exchange, Jupiter, that's up over 400%. Now there is some data to back up our meme coin season thesis on this. First, the trading volume on Solana hit $15.8 billion this week, and just under 7% of that was the SOL token itself. Little side note, every new token launched is always paired with the native asset like SOL to make it very easy to trade. Now, for a good meme coin season, we need a stupid high number of new coins launched, and we hit that on March 10th with 8,630 tokens. And that's not for the week, that's for March 10th alone. And the degenerates on Solana decided to knock it up a notch a day later on March 11th and launched 9,660 tokens. Now, if you're looking to jump in on this action and have no idea where to start, we got you. There are a few communities you can join, but it will cost you a little bit. First, there's Alpha Gardeners. This is probably the #1 choice to find new token launches and who's buying them. They're an NFT project with a gated Discord for members that has an absolute array of tools. You can see what deployer launched it, if they had good past projects, you can see who's buying how much of it, you can see as soon as it was launched. I mean, they have everything you could ask for. And there's also Moneypenny. It's a very similar but also much cheaper option to Alpha Gardeners. They also have an NFT gated Discord for members to be able to see very similar things, but they're not quite up to Alpha Gardeners level. Now, if you're like us and you'd rather just have someone tell you what to buy, there are a few relatively cheap communities you can join. First is TittyDAO. They're an NFT project that's been around for several years, and they're more of a community rather than just an alpha group. But they do have a gated section for holders with callers in it that will tell you about hot meme coins that are launching or expected price movements in the larger coins. And then there's MicronBot. They're actually building a trading bot for NFT holders to use, and this is ran by the same people that created the MicroShares NFTs, if you're familiar with those. Now, this is a trading bot project, but they do have a gated section for holders with 3 alpha callers in it that gives you the alpha on the meme coins. Now, this is a trading bot project, but they do have a gated section with 3 alpha callers in it that tells you what to buy and when to buy it. And finally, there's Gray. This is a token-based project ran by one of the guys from the very popular doxing project, Aldermages. And as long as you're holding 100,000 of these tokens, you're going to be eligible for the alpha. Just a little disclaimer, none of these projects promise any type of financial gains, but the people that they do have doing this have normally been doing so for quite some time, and they're actually paid to provide this content. I don't need no I can lose my money all by myself. And while we're on the subject of Solana, there's 2 very big airdrops coming from 2 very big players on the network. KMNO, the lending platform, has recently announced that they're going to be launching their token, KMNO, sometime in April. They're going to be taking a snapshot of eligible users on March 31st. And the more points you have, the more airdrop you get. So take any of those extra salamis you got and stuff them in the platform while Solana's running higher so you can rack up your points. Now, how in the world am I supposed to get this thing in the computer? Tensor, Solana's leading NFT exchange, has also announced that they're going to be launching their token, TNSR, soon. Yeah, that's pretty much all they said about that. But rumor has it, it's supposed to be at the end of March. So in a couple weeks, we're gonna see if that's legit. And if you're trying to rack up some more points before this, you pretty much just need to use the platform in any way, shape, or form. With all the new users and the meme coin frenzy that's going on, Solana's been experiencing a couple challenges. Now, if you've noticed transactions are taking a little longer than they should, that's a big one. Now, this does boil down to all this trading going on, but The more technical aspect of this is traders are kind of getting sandwiched out of their money. So Jito Labs, an infrastructure developer on the blockchain, runs Solana's only mempool, and people have figured out how to execute sandwich attacks on traders. Now, after using Google Translate for Kids, I'm able to tell you that a mempool is basically a staging area for the blockchain. It gets everything in order for the transaction before it's written, and after it's written, it can't be undone. So let's say you buy your kitty cat meme coin, right? This transaction gets sent to this mempool, and people with nothing better to do with their time have figured out a way to execute a transaction directly before and after it. So you have your transaction here, somebody else comes along and is able to pay a fee to execute a transaction right before yours. What they'll do is buy the same token that you're going to buy, and it jacks the price up. Then your trade gets executed at a higher price. Then this person is able to execute another transaction directly behind that one and sell it, and that'll devalue that trade for you. This is called a sandwich. All this is possible because traders are able to actually pay network fees to this meme pool to get their trades executed in pretty much whatever order that they want. And after realizing that they couldn't really do much about this, Jito Labs just decided to completely shut down the mempool last Friday. This also spawned a vote on Twitter from developers saying, should we increase block space, but it would be at the cost of a higher chance of a network outage. This was ultimately shot down and the vote did not go through. And with meme coin season in full swing, who could forget SHIB, the crazy little Shiba Inu? They're actually planning on jumping on this ETF train, or well, they're trying to. There's a proposal created back on February 25th that's recently been gaining a little bit of traction. This is a petition for signatures for Grayscale to actually launch a SHIB-inspired ETF. Now, obviously, there's going to be a lot of naysayers with something like this, but the marketing lead Lucy came out on Twitter with guns out and said, you've been in the room while he's read things, right? Oh no, I don't need a computer. I memorized this one. Oh, okay. She said that they said that SHIB couldn't be listed on Kraken, Coinbase, or Robinhood. Now they're saying that SHIB can't have an ETF. Hey, put that dang dog on that money. I'm buying it. Also in Ethereum news, the Dencun upgrade is live. The most noticeable aspect of this is layer 2 fees are reduced to under 1 cent. But Ethereum is still totally screwed because there's still swap fees north of $100 and NFT sale fees of over $150. But I guess if you really wanted to, you could probably stay up till, I don't know, 3 o'clock in the morning on the weekend and get that down to maybe 80 bucks for a swap and like 100 bucks for an NFT sale. But at least your cat will be awake, ping-ponging off the walls to keep you company. And some of the layer 2s that'll be most affected by this, we have listed by market cap, are Arbitrum, Optimism, Blast, Starknet, and Base. Speaking of layer 2s, there's a little bit of news here, the biggest coming from Arbitrum, who just unlocked 1.1 billion tokens, or 76% of the supply, which is valued at north of $2 billion. And Blast actually just had an outage. This was caused by the Dencun upgrade, which lasted roughly an hour, but users were able to pull money out of the chain if they chose to do so. But this also didn't stop Blast from becoming the number 2 layer 2 in capital deployed to decentralized apps. It's right up there, sandwiched right in between Arbitrum and Optimism, with just over 1 billion locked. Now, in other blockchain news, Biden was able to mumble out the new crypto tax proposal, most of which was unintelligible, but we were able to figure out that they are going to be applying wash sale rules to crypto assets. Basically, what they're saying right now, you can sell one of your tokens that has just absolutely tanked and take that tax loss harvest benefit off of it. Then the very next day, you can buy that same token back and just watch it moon and reap the benefits from that as well. This is no longer going to be allowed because it's also not allowed in traditional stock and bond markets. Wyoming also just passed a bill that would give DAOs, or decentralized autonomous organizations, legal status. This ought to get real interesting. This bill is going to allow them to contract with third parties, open bank accounts, appear in court, and pay taxes. Last year, the Commodities Futures Trading Commission, or CFTC, won a case against UkiDAO for failure to respond. I guess they would have to vote on responding. I don't know how how that works. I want... that got to go to court for us. And two more quick things to wrap this bad boy up. Do you still have your dimension staked? Because if you do, you're going to be getting an airdrop of Hua. Don't know what that is, but I will take an airdrop. Also, there's supposed to be some airdrop of Dojemond. It's meme coin. I also don't know what that is, but I will take it. And finally, we're going to leave you with this nice little chart curated by CoinGecko. This is all the top AI tokens by market interest. And it's a little surprising, but not surprising to see fake AI up there. All right, all you bros and babes, I hope everybody got something out of this week's episode. And look, if I screwed anything up, slap on the caps lock and let me know down in the comments section. But if you like what we do here at Seems Legit Research, give me a thumbs up so I can quit cleaning the bathrooms on St. Patty's Day. I got to get out of here because I got to go clothesline this guy off his dirt bike that keeps riding past the studio. There he is.